If we had a wall of shame for dodgy practices, substandard work, intimidation, outrageous overcharging, front and centre would be Metropolitan Plumbing. For years, we've received complaints. Well, it seems its days are over, and those who were ripped off are celebrating.
When I found out that they were closing down, I was just so happy. I thought, great, they won't be able to rip anybody else off.
Whoa, that is good news.
I was cheering when I heard that this business is closing down.
Customers rejoice.
Good win for everybody. Let's just hope they don't start up as somebody else under a different name.
Even a former business partner shared a sigh of relief.
I was pleased, I really was. The stuff that we heard about what they did was just awful. People being ripped off, especially elderly people. We feel very ashamed to have been part of it.
Metropolitan Plumbing's finally been flushed out, and that's cause for celebration for these angry customers.
We really are elated.
If you don't know the face behind the name...
Why won't you answer our calls or our emails?
That's David Ellingson. You'll know the jingle.
Metropolitan for plumbing. Metropolitan for electrical.
How about Metropolitan for getting ripped off? We've been reporting on Metropolitan Plumbing's trickery, misleading manoeuvres and overcharging since 2022.
If you want to sleep at night, don't start the process with Metropolitan.
Anthony Borrell was charged $27,131 for a day's work. Judy paid $2,680 when all she needed was her pilot light lit.
Don't get Metropolitan Plumbing.
In 2023, Jocelyn's gas supply was cut off, despite no leak being found and no leak being fixed, at a cost of $8,700.
I've been living without gas since April. I'm using my microwave.
And right up to this very week, families across the country were being run dry by Metropolitan.
I paid $1,149 and nothing was done.
Peter Ashman thought he called the number of a local electrician, but...
Metropolitan arrived.
8 downlights stopped working in August. Metropolitan told Peter it would cost up to $4,000 to fix.
So I just politely asked him to leave.
That was the best thing Peter could have done. 2
electricians come in the next day, fixed the problem in an hour, charged me $300.
Peter says he paid Metropolitan more money to do nothing than he did the electricians who actually fixed it.
Just can't understand how they've got away with this for so long.
Our reporting even led to mowing mogul Jim Penman pulling the plug on his franchise deal with Metropolitan.
There's lots of terrible things going on in the business world, and when you hear people who are unethical ripping people off, and sometimes you think the government doesn't do nearly enough, it's just great when the media stands up for people.
ACurrentAffair understands staff at Metropolitan were told this week the company was shutting down. Some even learnt the news via text message.
CEO at Consumer Action Law Centre, Stephanie Tonkin.
We've heard of misleading prices. We've heard of the business charging thousands of dollars for simple or quick work. We've heard of intimidation and aggressive debt collection practices.
Do you think this really will mark the end of Metropolitan?
Well, I'm hopeful this is the end of Metropolitan Plumbing, but the business does have a history of reinventing itself.
Consumer and Business Services ramped up its investigation into Metropolitan earlier this year. In a statement, it told us,
Consumer and Business Services South Australia is continuing to investigate a large number of complaints involving Metropolitan Plumbing and related entities. While we have not been formally advised of any decision to shut the business down, this would not materially impact the work we are doing.
Sometimes these things take time, but I think the extent of harm that was caused by this business, it's taken far too long, and we should have seen decisive action by the regulator sooner.
At last check, Metropolitan owner Allingson and his wife Natalia had more than 200 business names, all connected to the same ABN. What will come of those, nobody knows.
You can talk about Metropolitan Plumbing, but you don't know the other brands they've got. People have just got to be careful. I would be very careful as a member of the public to have any job done without a firm written quote.
Metropolitan, I want my money back. You ripped me off.
It's unbelievable, isn't it, that it wasn't shut down years ago? Well, we've got 2 words: good riddance.